Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to the second Campfire Tale in this year's Camp Wicked Wild. And last time we figured out an awesome new slasher, but you can't have a slasher unless you got a good final girl. So before we get into that, first let me introduce the other fine folks who are normally with me. We got Dave. How you doing, Dave?
Doing well. How are you?
Dave, can I ask you a question?
Why, sure.
You know, a lot of people say in this world that, you can't do a lot of things without luck and ingenuity. I say lean on ingenuity. So if you had the option, if you were being chased by a killer and you could pick one of these two superpowers, would you pick either A, the ability to speak with animals, or B, the ability to take a long nap?
I'm going to speak with animals. I can take a long nap now. I have that superpower.
Yeah, but this is a real good long nap. That's not persuading you?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I have questions for my dogs. I'll put it that way.
Do you want to know the answers though?
Probably not, but I'm going to ask them anyway.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. And we also have Jamie. How you doing, Jamie?
I'm doing okay.
Jamie, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
Now, I'm not going to put the spotlight on you yet, but this episode's kind of your episode.
Okay.
Okay. So this question, there's only one right answer.
Oh, come on.
That I don't know the answer to because you're going to tell it to me.
Oh.
Okay. Let's say you're not the final girl, but you're hanging out with the final girl.
Okay.
Which would you rather your final girl possess?
Okay.
An amazing sewing skill or superhuman strength?
Sorry, your first one was sewing skill?
Yes, I said that.
As in, she could sew up my wounds, I guess, is the only
maybe she can sew anything
that she can come and use.
She can literally sew anything.
The strength one.
Super strength. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I want you to remember.
What can I do with the sewing? Oh,
great.
I
want you to remember this moment that you picked super strength.
I feel both of these questions were leading.
Well, they were trick questions, but
Never. I would not do no such thing. Hey,
if I'm running away from a killer and I'm with the final girl, and one has super strength and one has a sewing ability, I'm not quite sure right now until you
listen. Listen. You answered all you need to. You answered correctly. Okay.
Okay.
So that's all that matters. Hey, so on the last Campfire Tale, we came up with the newest slasher. So this one, we're going to pick the next new final girl. But I thought I would do this in true Jaime fashion. A lot of people don't realize a lot of Disney has its basis in lore and legend. So I'm picking. There's 3 Disney princesses and one wild card that we're going to choose from to be the newest final girl. I'm going to give a little introduction about who they are. I'm going to ask you guys 3 questions. The same questions across the board. And then you have to pick who's going to be our new final girl in our movie against our new slasher.
Okay.
And honestly, if we do as good as we did last time, we got 4 movies with 4 slashers and 4 final girls.
Fair. Yeah. We're making 4 movies at once. We know which one will be our priority, but we are making 4 at once here.
So that's what's happening.
Be busy.
But,
yeah. We got a lot going on.
We are busy people. Now, I'm going to be up front. I am leaning more into the Disney lore of these characters.
I was about to ask you that. That's really funny. I was about to ask
none of the actual,
where they're based on.
Yeah, none of the actual lore did any of these people have happy endings.
Yeah, well,
or were alive at the end, which wasn't very final girl.
Because a lot of them are Grimm's fairy tales right there.
They are. Yes, no, but since we're Team Jaime here, and I figured Jaime came off a busy season and such. That Dave,
I was just there.
And she was just at Disney. That Dave, we would do this for Jaime.
Just for Jaime.
Just for Jaime.
I appreciate this.
It's all for you, Jaime.
This
Look at me. It's all for you. There's a reference for you.
Yeah. This is for you. Okay. Now, but just remember how you answered the pre-questions, because
oh, come on.
that wild
Both of
card.
us?
Yeah, because that wild card may be the one we go with. All right. First one. Snow White. So, as we remember the Disney-esque lore, Snow White, she was running from her the queen, her evil stepmother queen, or whatever she was. She could talk to animals, and she sung with them. She ended up in a house with the 7 dwarves. They had a merry good time. She was tricked into eating a poison apple, but her one true love resuscitated her, and then in the not as widely accepted sequel, goes on to become queen. But she managed to survive with 7 dwarves, and she did evade the queen for some time. So
she didn't survive with 7 dwarves. She thrived with 7
that's
dwarves.
true. She thrived with 7 dwarves. That is true. So the first aspect of our potential future / girl I want to ask about is her skills and ability. How do you think her skills and ability will help her against the Mad Gasser?
Oh, wait, we're going against our, that's right.
Yep, we're going against our villain.
Okay. I mean, so Disney-wise, Snow White is one of my least favorite. Just not a fan.
We might have an early write-off, Dave.
But that's me being, I'm being biased. I've just never been a Snow White fan. We'll see who else you present with, because if there's anybody worse. Although Snow White is like possibly my least favorite, so I don't think you can bring us any lower.
I will say I did go I did go 2 classics, 1 new age, and my wild card. It's just throwing that out there.
But wait, your wild card is not Disney, no?
It is not.
Yeah, okay.
It should be. I'm petitioning that my wild card becomes a Disney princess.
Anyway, back to Snow White though. So now you gave us a very brief. I haven't watched Snow White in forever. What are her skills besides thriving with 7 men? Like, and I don't even mean that.
She can talk to animals.
Oh, that's right. She can talk to animals, but like, she like cleans well or something, right?
Well,
did she clean up after them or some nonsense?
Her influence is rather high because she convinced the dwarves to clean up after themselves.
Oh, she did. Okay. You got to remind me of some of these things. But she was tricked into eating an apple by an old lady. Although that was just caring, I guess, right? Doesn't the old lady plead her case of like, I don't know, being
she just needed to sell an apple.
There's I can't. Well, her intuition stinks. We got that far. Like we're using Dave's, right? Wasn't anyway, I'm sorry. What are we asking? What she would use against?
Do you think her skills? How do you think she would fare against the Mad Gasser?
Mad Gasser, terrible. He'd just trick her into something. He'd be like, "I'm a poor old man, and I need to spray." Like,
even with
pesticide, I need to protect your house
plague
from
doctor mask, you think he'd not a tricker? That's a pretty wicked mask.
He put on a different mask.
Oh, okay. And
he'd be like, I need to spray around the 7 dwarves' house because there's some bugs. And she's like, oh, okay, go for it.
Oh, if a little gets in the window, don't worry about it.
Although maybe the animals saw this guy change masks.
Well, in all fairness, the animals, if I remember correctly, the animals did try to warn her. And she did not listen to them in order to help this old lady.
Oh, so so her skill isn't even useful because
no, I believe the kids call it dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
What about you, Dave? What do you think? You thinking Snow White got some skills here? We're not remembering.
I'm playing your game. So let's logic this out. So
okay.
And I've got my matrix. So for Jaime moving forward, I can reference it anytime you want, but it's endurance, evasion, luck, weapon skill, intuition, and influence. Now, first, Snow White's influence off the charts. I mean, she literally got lost in the woods, walked into a house full of dwarves and said, I live here now. And they were like, cool. Influence out the wazoo. So she's going to be leveraging that. I mean, literally influence to the point of a guy comes searching for her and brings her back to life. I mean, that's one she's going to be leaning on. We can't undersell the power of being able to speak to animals. I mean, just the insight, the intelligence that gives you access to. I mean, they're everywhere. But I think we've really hidden the lead here.
Okay.
Especially against our slasher, the Mad Gasser, a guy who uses poison as his primary weapon, and a girl who has already been poisoned and come back to life.
Immunity.
Has a tolerance. Because I'm here to say that it wasn't the prince's kiss. The reason she can speak to animals is because Snow White is part mongoose and she can metabolize poisons. And she was going to come back anyway.
Oh, God. Dave is answering everyone from now on because I know what he's going to have.
Wow. That is quite
the perfect adversary.
For making her, for her being initially super lame and then convincing me she's a mongoose hybrid. That's wow. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, wow. Okay. All right.
Dave's going to have to go first on all of them so I can, I have an educated.
Well, let's go to the second question. Maybe this will help us. Second question.
But yeah, luck, endurance, and influence. She's off the charts. I think those three are going to be the ones she leans. Huge luck, great endurance. I mean, she works all day long while she whistles.
Well, that's true because that was my second thing is a good final girl needs stamina because she's gonna be chased like 3/4 of the movie. So, how are we rating Snow White's stamina?
I think she gets poisoned, bro.
Well, I mean, that's true. But in all fairness, she doesn't do a lot of the work herself. She convinced the dwarves to do the work.
She makes them do it, yeah.
So how do we know she's not a little lazy?
Did you see the condition that house was in when she got there and the condition it was in when they got back from one day's work?
That's true. She does clean it initially, but the animals,
7 bachelors. Imagine what the animals helped her.
Like. The animals helped her though.
I'm just saying, but she got the job done one day. Okay.
All right. Fair enough. Jamie, are you on the same page with this one, or
she hates Snow White?
She does.
Snow White. I'm a little lower than Dave on her endurance.
Okay.
Like we said, she's got other people doing shit for her. I don't know. I think I don't know which you're going to present me with, but I think there's other Disney princesses with much more endurance than Snow White in her little house cleaning. So I'm just for that, just me thinking of others. I can't say she has crazy endurance because I think there's others with more. She's not lazy as fuck or anything, but
And I will concede to the point that Jamie made. I'm in full agreement with her as far as evasion and intuition is concerned. She's in bad shape. She's not evading anybody.
No.
She's embracing everybody as her new best friend.
Also, you could find her through a mirror when you say who's the fairest of them all. I mean, she can't evade shit when you got that fucking mirror going on.
And intuition.
That's true. And then my third and probably the most important question. Many a final girl sometimes creatively figured out ways to kill their pursuer, they think, in the first movie. So, how do you see Snow White killing the Mad Gasser at the end?
Oh, boy. Animals, right? I mean, she's got to enlist their help. We're thinking in this situation, they're mauling him to death. I don't even think she is. I mean, she'll take a stab or something. I'm trying to think of what Snow White, what weaponry. It's old school, so it's got to be likes and swords and shit. Daggers. There might even be a dagger in that movie. But the animals are coming to her aid once she needs to get rid of the evidence. Even though he is bad, let's just say she wants to live in I can't even say that right now. Anonymously, which is
hey, you sound like me, Jamie. You sound like
anonymously.
Hey, Jamie, real quick for me, say wolves.
Wolves.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I think if we're gonna leverage her skill what she does have in her arsenal besides like being immune to poison and all that. I say the animals definitely help here with taking him out. They absolutely have
to. Okay. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, cool, bro. You want to poison me? What about these 12 bears?
Yeah, bears, wolves.
And on top of that, remember, I'll reiterate, mongoose, bro.
That's true.
How does a mongoose take down a snake?
That's true.
She just keeps a coming.
I mean, I'm real surprised neither one of you said just her snapping her fingers and 7 dwarven minor strongmen come out.
I guess, yeah.
With pickaxes and
that too,
shovels and just beat the holy hell out of him.
Yeah, because anybody who comes after her, for them, it's on site.
That's true. No questions asked. No questions asked.
Because she is a free housekeeper.
That's true.
You don't find those every day.
That's true. And she was pretty, which, I mean, if you look at, dwarven lore, dwarven women were the prettiest. They typically had beards like men. So, she was tall, pretty, talked to animals, and cleaned their house.
Had some mongoose in her. It's full package.
Yeah, mongoose in her. Snow White is called Snow Mongoose. You know what I mean? All right, so all right,
Ricky Tiki White.
So we're feeling pretty good about Snow White then. I think maybe she moved up a little bit.
We'll see.
All right. Now, let's go to the next one, shall we? The next old school, Sleeping Beauty.
I love Aurora is my favorite. So now we have like
depending how close you follow the Disney lore, like
taking
lore,
a nap.
She was once again she was tricked by Rapunzel, or not Rapunzel. I
haven't heard this story.
Not Rapunzel. Rumpelstiltskin. Pricked her finger on a sewing thing. Apparently, because she was a great sewer. And then it put her in a coma, basically, and she slept for a long time. But in all fairness to her, she did not die without eating or anything, just sleeping. Till once again, her prince did come wake her up.
Yeah, this is all some bullshit.
But she was being guarded by a dragon who was also Maleficent. So,
I mean, and I know this is one of Jamie's favorites, but Sleeping Beauty is more furniture than princess.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty didn't do much, though. I didn't say she's my favorite because she's she was just, when I was younger, one of my favorite. It was one of my favorite movies, too, because the dragon, it just gets
She had
really
a great dress,
cool.
too.
It gets, and it changes colors. I mean, in the scene where it changes, the movie, is fun, and then it gets really fucking cool and,
her
dark.
Her sewing was renowned amongst the land.
Yeah, but how does that help us?
Because she gets so let's go. All right, fair enough. Let's go.
Also, she spends all her life in hiding, right? Let's refresh Sleeping Beauty too, because I haven't watched that in a long time.
She was sleeping. She wasn't really hiding.
No. Before she's sleeping, she's a hidden princess because they're coming after her. Do you not remember the story? No, they take her as a baby and they hide her with the.
Well, that's because they're hiding from Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though, she's hiding her whole.
In all fairness, because her parents
invasion.
Made a deal with Rumpelstiltskin, though. So their parents. But okay, let's go with skills and her ingenuity. What does she bring to the table to fight the Mad Gasser?
Nothing. I don't really.
I mean, if she's awake, she could sew gas masks.
She's got those little fairy little godmother. They're not even
That's
godmothers.
True.
What are they though? Because fairy godmother is Cinderella.
The little sprites.
What are these things? I think they're also godmothers. I don't know.
Yeah, they're basically, little... but lore, they're sprites.
Okay.
What they were basically.
They're complete magic though, right?
So
now she's got magic on her side.
She does.
Which is a huge.
But too bad that magic couldn't help wake her up a little bit sooner.
I think that magic is what put her to sleep, right? It's
so realistically, what you're saying, Jamie, is her only skills are sewing and sleeping.
And she's got magic on her side. Same way Snow White has animals.
I would argue is not very good magic.
Changes dresses colors.
Because it couldn't wake her up. Just saying.
She also had basically a sixth sense because she saw her prince before she met him, because there's that whole song. I love that. That's true. But
that's true.
Once Upon a Dream or whatever. So she's got a little bit of a psychic ability. We're gonna amp if we amped up Snow White, because Sleeping Beauty's got even less. So we need to provide her with some.
I don't know. She's already got looking good.
She's psychic.
I mean, okay.
I just said that.
It's now canon.
She's got magic in her corner.
Sure, not great magic, but okay.
And yeah, the dragon is hard to go with because it's Maleficent, so technically it's evil, right? So, but
it's not really her dragon.
Yeah, it's not her dragon. God, I love that dragon though. Like I do love him.
Cool dragon.
Yeah, he's
it's
cool dragon.
Great design.
Yeah, it's so cool.
All right, so you're going with
anyway. Sorry,
loosey goosey magic, psychic ability.
Yes.
Okay, Dave. What about you? Can you throw anything in here? Can you?
Yeah,
Dave's scrambling here.
Okay, been thinking about this as we've been talking.
Okay, here we go.
So, influence is still high. It is not as high as Snow White. I have to concede that, but she has people out there looking out for her, helping, looking for her. Luck is pretty low. I can't even bring in luck for her. She's not a very lucky person. However, endurance, that's her key. Like, I mean, I know that if I take a nap and I oversleep, I want to be dead when I wake up.
Fair,
and she sleeps for like years, wakes up fresh as a daisy.
That's true.
She's got some supernatural endurance going on. So I think she just wears him down.
Oh, so like she plays a long game.
Exactly.
Okay.
And just got one more thing to say to you. Just going to throw this out there.
Throw it out there. I'm ready to receive it.
Honey badger, bro.
Oh, wait, are you saying she's part honey badger?
Because when a honey badger gets bit by a king cobra or a black mamba,
care.
You know what he does? He takes a nap.
Oh, that's true.
He takes a nap. He wakes up and he wrecks shit. I'm just going to say Sleeping Beauty, honey badger.
Wow,
Dave. Wow.
I think you should rewrite some of these Disney stories. Sleeping Beauty.
That's why she naps. She didn't need some guy to save her. She just had to sleep it off.
Yeah. Very true.
Princess Aurora.
Wow. Okay.
Because according to science, honey badger don't give a shit.
No, it doesn't. Honey badger don't care. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, then I guess you kind of already answered that for stamina wise. Supernatural stamina because she's a honey badger.
Yeah.
I'm adding my own ratings and I'm adding hotness. And so Sleeping Beauty goes above Snow White. Done. So I'm ranking them as
she wins one.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Cool. All right. So supernatural stamina and apparently supernatural hotness. Part honey badger. Last question. How's she gonna kill her villain?
Oh, how's she gonna kill him?
How's she gonna honey badger her way out of this one, Dave?
Tell you how she's going to do it.
Oh, here we go.
Because what Mr. Mad Gasser doesn't understand is that Maleficent's still in the picture.
Oh.
He comes looking for our Sleeping Beauty Aurora.
Right.
And gets wrecked dragon style.
Dragon? Yeah. So
he's going to be killed by a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she uses it to her.
Yeah. She's in a thorny castle. The only way to get to her is through the thorns to the dragon. Bad day for you, bad.
And what's the chance he has a gas that kills dragons?
Exactly. True. A supernatural sorcerer dragon. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Get it straight.
Now you're looking at part human, part dragon. Now, like when you got hybrids involved, who knows the chemistry on that?
Exactly.
Wow.
You get it.
I'm picking up your lane now. So early off here, I got to ask: are we already knocking Snow White out of the contention?
No.
Jamie is.
I want to, but I mean, based on what we presented for them both, I don't know. Snow White still might be the better. I don't know.
As a cinematic experience, these are both pretty compelling. I mean, these would make great.
Yeah.
Better than Pooh, Blood, and Honey.
Pieces.
I refuse to watch it.
Don't do it.
Eli, I refuse.
Don't do it.
I'm not going.
I would never make you. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
If your poo has blood and honey, you need to seek a doctor immediately.
How long have you been sitting on that joke?
So long.
I figured.
Because some dad jokes are like after dark dad jokes.
Yeah, for sure. And Campfire Tale is a very after dark show.
Exactly.
I get you. I'm picking up your lane now. All right. I was going to go with the new school one, but with this being Jamie's episode, Jamie, I'm going to give you a choice to slot in the third one.
Oh.
Because I've changed this. I kept going back and forth between this one because I wanted to do what I thought was kind of a cool Disney princess.
Okay.
But maybe I am not the Disney fan here. You are. Okay. This is your thing. So I'll give you the option.
Okay. The two that I don't know a lot of the new ones, but okay, let's go.
Yeah, the two I've gone back and forth with. Rapunzel.
Okay.
Or Elsa.
Okay.
From Frozen.
What's funny is I've not seen Tangled fully. I have seen Frozen. And I hate to say this, but I'll do it for my mom I'll tell a mini Frozen story in a second. I think we could have more fun with Elsa, so let's go Frozen, right? I think we can have more fun with Elsa.
So what you're saying
she fucking makes things frozen.
So what you're saying is the snow doesn't bother you anyway?
Oh God.
Is that what you're saying?
I bet the snow does bother Jamie. I bet she hates cold weather.
Those are two, actually though, Eli, I think those would have been two good ones to come up with ways, because obviously Tangled, she's going to use her hair.
I went back and forth for like a week with these two. I initially was going with Rapunzel, and then I was like,
ones for like, good. But like this, I will say one minor tangent. Has anybody been watching the Uzumaki, the Junji Ito? Like they just put the thing online. Did you watch like the most recent one with the hair? Oh, well, I'm just saying that's on my brain now, and Tangled could go the same way as this fucking episode. Right. But anyway, side note, let's go with that. Let's go with Elsa.
All right, so we'll do Elsa. For those who don't remember, Elsa was the princess of Arendelle. She was born. If we're going by first movie lore here.
I never saw the second one, so yes, let's
abilities to control ice and snow, make ice and snow, but she does not have full control of her powers, and her emotions affected, so her powers can go away, and she has hurt the one she's loved with her power. So, and then, at the end, she kind of gets a little bit more control, comes back to save the village, but not full control. She only mastered it there toward the tail end. That doesn't mean mastery for life. So, first question, ingenuity and skill. Yes, she has the ability to free shit and make ice stuff and do ice golems, but her emotions control her powers, not her. And I could argue this is a high emotional situation.
Yeah, exactly. Though, so she's just gonna wreck shit as soon as he shows up.
Even her other survivors.
No, the other people got to get out of the pit. They know she's like a time bomb. She's like a bomb. You throw her out there and you run, and you're like, let Elsa do her fucking thing.
And since when do we measure our final girl quality by the amount of other people that survive?
A lot of the final girls, they spend the movie trying to save people.
So she's going to say, go. She's going to do that sacrificial, you guys go. I'm about to Hulk out in the middle of this field. You guys get back to the house though, where you're safe and the heat. Go sit by the fire so that you're warm when I do this whole.
But if a house is filled with poison.
Why is the house? Because the guy got there already.
And maybe hallucinations and stuff. You don't know what her power is going to be like in that situation.
Okay, but we didn't put that in any of the other scenarios. So
because none of them ever really had any good. Well, that's because Dave came up with weird animals to counteract the poison.
Elsa had.
Wait, hold on, Jamie. Before we go any further, Dave,
what animal is she?
What animal is Elsa?
Well, first, if I go to the Matrix, let's go to the tape, as they say in football.
Sure. Why wouldn't you?
I think the three that Elsa is going to be maxed out on are endurance, evasion, and weapon skill.
Sure.
Because she makes some, for a kid's Disney movie, she makes some gnarly weapons constantly. And and literally, her whole thing is even accidentally, she bursts and freezes your heart. You fucked.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care how much poison you got. And the beauty of her counter or her defense against that is she can completely freeze herself cryogenically.
Oh.
In stasis. And then all that needs to happen is she gets a hug from her sister.
Her sister.
Boom, she's back.
So she's gone the Walt Disney route, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. So she don't need to be an animal.
No.
Because she has science on her side.
Yes, exactly.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I have to tell my mini Frozen story. I refused to watch Frozen for a very long time. It just didn't appeal to me. I know I'm a Disney fan, but I'm Disney animals get me things that, Frozen, the snow, fucking Olaf is one of the worst things to ever exist in a movie. And like, it's just, I know there's like the moose. He's the only cute thing in that movie or whatever. But like, I just, whatever. Then it became kind of a spiteful thing because my mom really wanted me to watch it. And this is simply because there's a brunette and a blonde sister. And that's me and my sister. She just wanted, because she had seen it. She's like, you have to watch Frozen. You have to watch Frozen. So
you were being Elsa, literally.
So
your heart was frozen.
Oh my God. Wait, yes. So I finally concede, and on Christmas or like a holiday weekend, I say we will watch.
Christmas.
Yep, I say that's your present. We will watch. We will watch Frozen. Numerous things came out of this. The only thing I knew going into Frozen is that there's a blonde and a brunette sister, and that there's the most popular song on the planet in this movie. So the movie's going. Elsa starts singing the song or whoever, whatever, and I go, and it starts, and I go, this is not the song. And my mom's like sitting there all giddy. I go, this is the fucking song? I'm like, it's terrible besides the chorus. Like, I don't know. I just like hated it. That's part one. Then as I'm watching this, I go to her, oh, so cool. So like Tammy's the cute, fun personality one. And I'm just the cold bitch in a castle, but at least I'm hot, I guess. Cool. She doesn't, Elsa's not, for Elsa being like the image of Frozen, I feel like she's not in the movie that much. And she serves a purpose to further the plot, but it's like Anna's story. So anyway, so like
she's literally an ice queen.
Yeah. So then, spoiler alert, for anybody who's never seen Frozen, we're watching this movie. And now the scene that Dave brought up, whatever, is coming up. My mom's all emotional because my mom. And I go, this is absolutely ridiculous. I can't take the predictability anymore of Disney movies. And my mom's like, what are you talking about? I go, we all get it. Love's going to save her. And my mom's like, yeah, but it's not what you think. And I go, yes, it is. It's the fucking sister. Like before we even get there, I'm just like, it's the sister's love. It's obviously in 20 whatever or 20. Like it is not the prince that's sitting there.
Yeah.
Because he was a bad guy.
And you broke your mother.
Wow. You're being a real Elsa.
We have not watched Frozen. So I am Elsa. And we have not watched Frozen since. But I have a cup that I forgot to give her over there that when I was in Disney, they asked me if I wanted the character cup with a drink. And I said, who are the characters? And they said, oh, it's a Frozen cup. And I said, oh, never mind. And I said, oh, wait, but my mom might like it. And they're like, we'll just give you the cup for free. And I said, okay.
Oh,
so I have a Frozen cup sitting in my house for my mom with Anna and Elsa on it.
I'll be honest, I typically do not watch Disney movies, but I'm going to butcher her name because it's in my nature. But the lady who sings Let It Go, I have followed her career on Broadway, and I love her voice. So
yeah, the one that John Travolta butchered her name,
and I probably
Menzel or whatever. Yeah. I might have said it wrong too, but
I love her voice.
And Anna is Kristen Bell, who I love. Like I love Kristen Bell, but like, oh, I love her, but like I don't know. The movie I think is a little overhyped and overrated.
Menzel. I love her voice.
And let me just put on the record real quick, because obviously we were just joking about my friend Jamie being the Ice Queen.
I am.
Need to clarify. Right. I have met Jamie several times, and of all my friends, Jamie is the one who likes warm hugs. She is a kind person who is totally okay with warm hugs if she knows the people.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Well,
thank you for that note, that important legal note at the end.
Very important.
I would like to.
Don't touch me otherwise.
Hold on, though, Dave. I would like to say, though, that our relationship has gone a step further because of all your friends, I believe I'm the only one that the first time you met me, you also watched a man watch me put on pants.
Yeah.
So,
and it's the first time I've been asked by a groom to cup his scrotum before I married him to his wife. It was very weird.
It's tradition. Okay. I don't want to talk about it.
I will say I'm also probably the only one who has kissed Matt on the face and left him totally wrecked. He was so confused. Hey,
yeah, but
what's teddy bear?
I'm just saying, what's, watching somebody get stared at while they're putting on pants? And then,
but you kept telling him, "Look at me, look at me."
I did. Well, I kept like, "Oh, can I help you? Can I help you?" And like, never said anything. And then finally left, and we're like, "Who was that guy?" None of us knew. Found out it was the DJ.
Yeah, and didn't have a question.
Didn't have a question.
Standing there.
Just
standing there watching.
I want to be part of the team, guys.
And like, in all fairness, Dave, you were standing there watching. You were like talking to us, hanging out. It was.
I was going over my notes.
Yeah. But like, this guy just walked in and just watched me put my pants on. I was like in my underwear, putting my pants on, and I multiple times. Hey, can I help you? No. I was like, all right,
I'm good.
I think we can all agree that Olaf is the most obnoxious sidekick.
Oh, the worst
movie you've ever seen in your life.
The worst.
Thank you. End of conversation.
The worst.
And we're not even
the worst.
Also, back to my ratings. Elsa, number one hotness, because she just is. I have a thing for blondes, and she dresses really well. Like she's just
all right.
And she's independent. She doesn't need all of the garbage.
And she's kind of a bitch. That's why. I mean, if I'm gonna gravitate, it's why I gravitate to Meg and Hercules too. Like straight up independent bitch. Like
Meg.
Oh, Meg's got it all day long.
Yeah, Meg would be our final girl. If you put her in this, that's
100%.
Meg is our, because she's got that personality.
So
she's that personality.
I almost did. But
I mean, she wrecked Hades. That's pretty high.
True. That's true. But I didn't put her in there because I thought it'd be almost too easy, because the answer is always going to be, well, she just has Hercules for help.
But she doesn't need Hercules.
She doesn't need Hercules for help.
But like she's not immune to poison. But like Hercules basically is.
So we're using our personalities right now for a second of the princesses you chose. It's funny because the two classics have the Laurie Strode final girl attitude, and then Elsa. No, but that's not a negative. I'm saying they have the old school final girl because they're like the pure virginal, like they're gonna survive. But then Elsa, to me, has that bitch survivor final girl that we've talked about in some of our more recent final girls. So I'm just throwing that out. Yeah, Elsa's gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go to the next one then. Endurance. She's gonna have the endurance to survive. The stamina. I think so.
100%.
Yeah.
Because there doesn't seem to be a limit to her power.
No, I mean, think so.
To the point Jamie made, it's not even a situation to where she ever asked for help.
That's true.
She didn't need anybody.
She literally made a castle in about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm comfortable now.
She sure as hell does not need that snowman.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We come to save you.
So
I'm good, bro.
Yeah. I'm just going to sing out here in my castle.
Yeah. All right. So you got the stamina. Now, how's she going to kill her villain?
Oh, freeze him. Come on. First of all, I was going to say this before. She's going to, even as he tries to spray, it's going to be one of those situations. She's going to freeze the gas as the gas. We're getting this classic of like.
She's going to break it off and shove it right up his ass.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, that's a good one. She's definitely going to make fucking icicles and stab them through his eyeballs, his chest. I mean, wherever this is going in this movie.
Couple of ice golems, just wreck him first.
That's what I mean. She can also make ice golems. That's the other thing too that no one said in like the first part of Powers. So like she could literally just be like, open the door and be like, hello, my frozen things that don't fucking breathe or react to poison. Please go stomp the shit out of this guy.
Well, important part in this little activity that you presented us with is that all our final girls go the way of supernatural now. So now all our movies have this element. You know what I'm trying to say? Because they all have like a power or like a.
Well, I thought about doing
average Joes.
Like when I was first building this, like I kind of went to like lore and legend, but then I was like, once you go to all humans, I thought it'd be a little too easy to be like, okay, they open the door and they get gassed to death. So I wanted to kind of put listen, one of my favorite Friday the 13th, part 8, where he fights the psychic girl. Love it. Was she able to use that her psychic and telekinetic powers? Sure. But there were some close calls. No, I picked heroes that I thought, hey, until Dave let me know their animal ancestry.
You just need the rest of the story.
Yeah, I was like, none of them are immune to poison. He could. We already said this guy was going to make like trap rooms sometimes, so like they could be tricked into a trap room.
Yeah.
Oh, Snow White, 100%.
Yeah, Snow White's going right in. Yeah. Just tell her you're an old man that needs help.
I've got some apples in here. Okay.
I would even argue even Elsa was tricked a little bit, like because the prince turned out to be a douche, and she's just like, I don't think you should marry too soon. No one realized this guy was a big douche.
Yeah,
so, but she was tricked a little bit, so that she's not, she got flaws, and she can't control her power. So even though she's by far the most powerful, she doesn't always control her power, so she could hurt the other survivors.
Doesn't she just like wear the gloves though? So like, isn't she like, or
that's like she was
like Rogue? Or
no,
whatever? Like,
she does, but like that's like touching. But like sometimes she can blow up. She can happen.
Oh yeah, her motions, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, shit can happen. Or what happens if he does acid gas and it melts her gloves, which would also melt her hands? So like, she's not pervious. She's not Superman.
She still has the best shot here.
Not out there. So before we get into the wild card,
I forgot about that. Okay.
Are we saying that Elsa beats out Snow White and Sleeping Beauty?
I am. I don't know about Dave.
Dave?
Just to make it interesting, because I really like the idea of the whole animal horde army attack.
That is a good one.
I'm gonna keep Snow White in the running.
Okay.
All right.
I think Aurora right now is the dropout.
All right. So we got Snow White and Elsa. We're tied right now.
And then Aurora's, So Aurora's out.
Aurora's out. She's gone. She can go take a nap.
She could be one of the friends. She's one of the friends.
Yeah. She's one of the friends. She'll pass out halfway through the movie and then we won't see her until like 10 minutes to the end. Because she slept all the time. Now we're going to my wild card.
What'd I miss?
Now I'm not going to say my wild card's name. But I think once I present the wild card,
it's the Hulk.
No.
Wait, so the wild card comes from somewhere? You're telling us? Like, I'm just confused. Just not Disney?
Oh, yes, just not Disney. I think this wild card should be a Disney princess.
If it's from Lord of the Rings, I don't want to hear it.
Not from Lord of the Rings. I promise you it's not from Lord of the Rings. Okay?
Wink.
Hear me out.
The Hobbit. I'm including anything in the Lord of the Rings universe. I don't want a trick here. I don't want like a...
Nothing written by Tolkien.
Okay.
Nothing written by Tolkien.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right. This final girl, someone attacked her house, and murdered her family, and set it on fire. And she had to fight her way out. And unfortunately, she was cursed, to live like an animal.
To live like a what?
An animal. But, she had this, almost supernatural strength to seek revenge. And she's been seeking revenge on the people who murdered her family. So she has animal strength or animal agility, supernatural strength. She's very evasive. She's been known to hide. It's hard for people to see. So
for a second, I thought this was based on my favorite, but there's no fire in that, nor house of family house getting burned down. I thought it was the last unicorn at first, which I'm trying to think of.
So based on that, if we look at skills, animal agility, superhuman strength.
Wait, but is she in animal form or she's in people form right now? You just said she is an animal. She can go back and forth?
She is an animal, but with humanistic features.
Dave, what movie is this?
It's not. It's Donkey Lady.
It is. It is Donkey Lady.
See, I didn't remember her.
It is Donkey Lady.
God.
It is Donkey Lady. She comes back.
Let's get into it.
So Zero.
Hey, Donkey Lady always comes back, okay? I'm going to bring respect to Donkey Lady's name if it's the last thing I do.
I should have gone on just so I could do all the insults I was running through my mind.
Sorry, Dave. I was like,
I knew Dave got what it was early.
I did it, yeah.
But I know you did it. I just kept like trying to make it a little.
I was trying to figure out what movie you were using or something, and I was just
hoping you'd be like, you know what, this actually sounds pretty cool. Then I could be like,
I asked Dave for the answer.
I could be like, Jagoose.
Go ahead. Right. Try and present her as a. Go ahead.
Let's look at skill and ingenuity. Right? She's a spirit. She's a spirit of vengeance.
She's a Donkey Lady. She sucks. She can't do anything. How's she gonna fight him?
She's a spirit of vengeance.
Kick him. Kick his car.
She's literally a spirit of vengeance. She has supernatural strength, ish. And
I was gonna say, when was that evidence?
She dents people's cars with her donkey hooves.
Eli, I could dent a car with a bat. Just give me
a bat's bigger than a hoof.
But a hoof is powerful.
A deer, I can give you assurance. A deer can dent a car, and they're tiny. I've got the damage to prove it.
No.
Listen, all I'm saying is she's a spirit of vengeance.
She's evasive. I'll give her that one.
Evasive. Okay.
She's not lucky.
She has all the skills of a donkey.
What are the skills of a donkey?
Do a donkey have?
Big ears.
They can hear really far.
Stubborn.
No, they're independent, Dave. That's
so is Elsa. I don't know.
But can she run as fast as a donkey? Do you know
she
how fast
just make
donkeys
an ice slide and she'll just slide the whole way.
Watch. Hold on.
Yeah, tell me how fast a donkey runs. Go ahead.
This is for science, Jamie.
She runs as fast as a donkey. Great.
I really wish I had not said who it was. And just
donkeys can run at 30 miles per hour over short distances. That's faster than an ice slide.
So she can get away from him for a short distance and then she's fucked.
No, she can charge him super fast at a short distance and then donkey kick him.
Okay.
So her endurance, it sounds like it's in the crapper.
This is crapper. So Snow White can just get a donkey to do that for her and then maintain her composure while she stabs him from, slits his throat from behind.
Snow White can't get
Snow White.
spirits of vengeance. She just get a regular donkey.
She has a zero endurance.
I keep trying.
A zero influence. What do you mean? Come on. She had zero influence.
She keeps people away from her bridge.
Intuition because she got literally kicked.
She
off
was
of
murdered. She was murdered, Dave, after being on fire. Okay.
Exactly. No intuition. It's a fire. People get out of those.
She was sleeping, Dave. Okay. A lot of people wake up in fires. Okay.
And zero weapon skill.
She uses her hooves. She don't need weapons. She's that strong.
Listen, Eli, your wild card in the first one was a home run. Your wild card in this one in the crapper.
Honestly, I was hoping if I was vague enough, you guys wouldn't get it.
Sorry, I ruined the game.
And I could convince. I was hoping one of you would just jump aboard, so I could rub it.
If it makes you feel better, I don't think I would have. Even if you were vague, I don't think I would have put her above Elsa or.
But superhuman strength.
You want me to tell you what gave it away finally? You know, obviously I was familiar and I knew you were up to some shenanigans. But when you said she's out there seeking vengeance, I knew exactly who you were talking about. You were done at that point.
You do always say that about her too.
Listen, I'm on a campaign here
you are.
on the Wicked Wild. I will bring respect to Donkey Lady's name. I'll do it.
Okay.
Quixotic.
I almost had
Quixotic.
I almost had Jamie for a second. I almost had her. I almost had her.
I was here for you, Jamie. I had to wave you off.
Thank you.
Okay, well, at least grant me this, right? At least give me this.
What?
Definitely better than Snow White, though. Still,
nope.
Or Snow White.
You mean Aurora? You mean Aurora?
Sleeping Beauty.
Nope.
How? She doesn't pass out.
Aurora has a dragon, dude.
Wait, technically, it's not her drag. Okay,
and she's freaking honey badger.
Yeah, Dave already made her part animal, which is a better animal than a donkey.
Exactly.
Wow.
A honey badger lady, a donkey lady. Who are you going for, Jamie?
Honey badger.
Of course, because they don't give a shit.
A donkey would stomp on a honey badger. Okay. I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
Can't deal with this anymore, can you?
I can't believe it. Okay, so Dave ruined my shenanigans. I tried real hard. I had Jamie go in the beginning. I almost had her at the end. I was this close, but that's okay. I'll just have to try again next time. But so now we're down to Snow White and Elsa. So we have to choose one.
How are we gonna do that? You. Oh fuck. Eli gets to make the choice.
If it's a tie, Eli gets to choose.
Fine, Eli. You
and give us the storyline. Give us set the scene for your character now. If you're going,
I'm going to set the scene. Opening scene, right? Opening scene for my choice. You have this girl, and she's hanging around her house by herself, feeling a little down. She's locked in her room, kind of sad. Lonely. And all of a sudden, purple mist comes out of the vent.
Well, like that's purple. But.
And she doesn't notice at first because she's laying on her bed, talking to her sock puppets or whatever.
Why is she have sock puppets?
Or whatever.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. And she starts feeling weird. Looks up, room's filled with purple mist. Dies violently, throwing up blood everywhere. Blood's coming out of her eyes, out of her ears. She passes out. or do a cut like one of those smooth cuts where like you see the sun shining through the purple haze on her face, and then you see the sun kind of speed ups and sets. The moon comes up. Knock on the door.
Are we doing the whole movie or?
No, just the beginning. Just the beginning. You hear, hey.
He's a storyteller, Jamie.
Storyteller.
He is. I know he is.
Hey, can we talk? No answer. Please don't ignore me. I want to talk about this. No answer. You hear panic sitting in this person's voice. Let me in. What's going on? Are you okay? Panic. You see the door shaking, the knob's twisting. Then the knob ices over. And the door comes kicking in. And Elsa walks in. She sees her sister. Now she's angry.
Anna gets it?
She gets it.
Blue cold rage.
Now she's angry.
That's the whole house is going down at that point.
Now she's angry. That's the
good motivation. That's good motivation though, because Anna's everything to Elsa, right? We know that. So
hashtag TM, you can't take her idea.
Yeah, you're for evil Frozen. For horror movie Frozen.
Yes.
Which actually, based on what they've been presenting with horror movies and Disney, will come out eventually.
Yes.
So she throws open the window and says, "Let's go."
Oh. And then there'll definitely be one scene where like they realize they're in a trap with a freezer. And someone's like, I don't know, it's just getting colder the further you go, but we have to get their side and our skin's sticking to the pipes. And she turns, looks, and goes, the cold never bothered me anyway. And
oh my God, with those fucking lines.
Oh. She finds a carrot and jams it through his skull and says, do you want to build a snowman?
Oh my God, we have so many abilities for a Jack Frost crossover too here.
Oh man.
That's the only snowman I want to see in my movies is the fucking really disgusting, rapey Jack Frost one, because that movie.
At one point, like she's hiding somewhere, and he's like, you see him slowly creeping in, and then he quick turn, and she grabs his arm and freezes it. Goes, it's a little nipply on here. All right, I have one more little fun thing for us to do to the ends here. So I presented you with 4 princesses. So we know Elsa is fighting the Mad Gasser.
Are we assigning the rest of them?
We are, because we're making all 4 of these movies. I was hoping you were going
to get there. Yeah, I was hoping.
Elsa's the Mad Gasser.
Okay.
So we have Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, and the Donkey Lady. What we have left is for our killers is the Licker.
Oh my God, I forgot about him though. He's so badass that like
he's the best.
And we were making like a crazy movie for that, Dave. So we need to come up with like the killer that would take care of like.
Yeah, that's our Grindhouse film.
Yeah, that might be Snow White, but
Hooker Man. Hooker Man.
Oh, the Hooker Man is all about the car. That's got to be Donkey
Lady. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, I dig it. Okay. And then the last one we had was, I don't remember if we actually gave him a good name, but he was basically the invisible driving instructor.
Oh wait, that's also a car though.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that one gets Donkey Lady. Yes.
Donkey Lady can't drive a car.
No,
but she's there to wreck it.
He's the one. He's only exists in a car, so she has to be
and
that
she's
one.
destroying his car.
Okay.
So and then we got
Donkey Lady
Hooker, Creeper, or whatever. Creeper, Hooker.
Hooker Man. Is Hooker Man fighting Snow White or Sleeping Beauty?
Dave, what do you? I think since Snow White was kind of the runner-up, I feel like she deserves to be in that.
Hold on.
In that animal one, in that creepy. I mean, in that whatever it is.
So wouldn't it make sense for Licker Man to be under her bed?
Oh, you guys got a point.
Ooh, yeah. I do like. I'm in agreement with Jamie in that having a pristine, innocent Snow White talking to animals and singing her songs deal with the liquor in a really raunchy, nasty movie. I mean, that sells.
To be fair, Aurora is also that, like, she's got the scenes where the birds land on her. All the old, that's why I was saying the classic, all those old Disney princesses have, like, I mean, even Cinderella, the animals helped with her outfit. Like, there's just like this element of.
Hear me out, right? A Hooker Man with Snow White, because the setup of the movie is she's on a road trip with her 7 dwarfs, and they're in an RV. And they go park up in the woods one night because she likes to park near animal friends. There's no animals in this forest. Hooker man's killing them.
I'm kind of fine with both of the girl. I'm thinking more of the Liquor, because that was the movie I was super excited about. So I'm trying to, of these two girls, I'm fine with like both of them. I do like the connection that Sleeping Beauty does sleep, and we had him under a bed. Mm-hmm. So I feel, but we created like a kind of badass Snow White that I was like going to put her there. But like, I'm going to go with what Eli said. I'm going to put Aurora. I'm going to put Sleeping Beauty with the fucking Liquor. Just because of that's context.
Fair. And the Liquor dealing with the honey badger girl. It's pretty solid still.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because you also have Maleficent in it and all of her dark powers, a dragon fighting the Liquor. Come on. I mean, that's pretty cool too.
And then the Hooker guy, Snow White, makes it a little more interesting.
Hold on. Oh man. What if in this version of Sleeping Beauty, instead of the dragon keeping her in the castle,
it's the Liquor?
It's the Liquor.
That makes sense.
That's fair, yeah.
And he's keeping her there for really gross reasons.
Yeah, and she's trying to fight her way out because she finally woke up from her nap.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Right.
She ain't happy.
No.
We just did it.
She's not. Wow.
I hope you're writing all these down.
I am. I did. I wrote them down. I'm keeping track of them because each episode it builds upon. So for the next Campfire Tale,
and for all the studios listening, bidding starts at 10 million. Don't even come to us.
Hold on, Dave. Last time, don't forget, we did exclude some people.
I was about to say that. Don't come to us, and don't come to us with Eli Roth or I don't remember
Nicolas Cage or the guy that directed Antlers. I'm also adding the guy that just directed the Salem's Lot remake because
I didn't watch it.
I don't.
I've heard it's sad. I haven't watched it.
It's not good. They took all the things that was fun about the OG Salem's Lot, and they're like, we don't really need that in this movie. And then like it feels the whole time you're watching it, you're like, this is cut weird. And then the director just came out and goes, this was like 3 hours and 40 minutes long, but audience don't have the attention span to watch a movie over an hour anymore. So
especially when it's boring.
Yeah, which this one was. This one was.
I love it when directors blame the audience for their failure. That's a fantastic move.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is a lot of directors are like, that's been John Carpenter's playbook for years. Granted, he's a grumpy old man. Some movies, I was like, I can see why he sees it that way. Some movies, I'm just like, he's a grumpy old man. But only Carpenter can pull that off because he's put the time in. You know what I mean? He's done it all. But then when you have this guy who literally the only other movie he directed was the worst Annabelle movie. For him to be saying that,
that's a low bar.
Yeah, that's for him. For him to be saying that, that's like, okay, all right,
calm down, dude.
You were about to tell everybody what we're doing next time.
I don't know. Should I say it?
Yeah. Tease it.
So I'll tease it.
Unless you're gonna wait, I want to put a disclaimer. I'm using my influence as a final girl, but I'm putting a disclaimer that Eli does sometimes change his mind by the time we get to the next recording. So whatever he says here,
I'm not. I already have this one built.
Okay.
The next one, so typically like unless it's something crazy, I keep the same idea, but like then I'll think about it after I do it, and I'm like, oh, this would be a better slot, and I'll change out slots. But this one I'm feeling pretty good about.
Okay.
Next time we are choosing the location. So I'm going to present you the option of real cursed places that the final of the movie takes place in. Because you think of all these slashers, right? Halloween.
The final battle?
Yeah, you have the Meyer house, right? Yeah. Crystal Lake, or Jason Voorhees, Crystal Lake, right? Scream, you had Woodsboro, always happened around it. Well, it kind of happened all around Sydney, but you know, happened around Woodsboro.
Stu's house is the city.
Stu's house is like kind of cursed. So you have these things. So we're gonna pick.
So it's not where they originate, because if you want to say that, Crystal Lake is also where he originates, and so is the Myers house is where he. But it's not. It's where the final. We're saying
it's kind of the place that tends to show up in all the movies.
Our big set piece.
Our set
piece. So I found cursed places that will be easy to adapt to our movies because they're not cursed because of people. They're just considered cursed for reasons.
Okay.
For reasons.
And we'll talk about those reasons, and then you'll pick that, and then we'll do what we did now. We'll keep building out these 4 movies, and then the last one, that is that's gonna be a doozy. Because I'll tease that too. All I'm gonna say is this.
You sure? Okay.
So I'm gonna say this. What's the other greatest component of the best slasher movies?
Well, I was already thinking something. I won't answer it here. I'll ask you off. We'll ask it off when we press stop recording.
I'll just say
Donkey
this. Donkey Lady. No. The surprise ending.
Oh.
The twist.
The twist.
Oh, I was thinking something different. Okay.
So that's what you people have to look forward to.
Always double tap your enemies.
Yeah. That's what you people gotta look forward to. I know it's gonna take a couple of days to look forward to, because you're gonna be like me, try to figure out why is Sleeping Beauty like Honey Badger, and how did Dave come up with that so fast that it made sense? Because that's what we're doing for the next couple of days.
That is my gift.
I don't know how you did it, especially because you didn't know these beforehand. No. The fact that you came up with those so fast, mad respect.
You ought to hear some of my bedtime stories.
I am afraid to know. I'm afraid to know. All right, Dave, tell us how folks about the Wicked Wild.
Well, thanks for listening. We hope you're enjoying Camp Wicked Wild this year. We're having a hoot, so we hope you are as well. Next week we've got a modern classic Survivor. We're adjusting from the classic Final Girl slasher. Next Monday, we're going to come into somebody that's a little more come at me, bro. So we're looking forward to that one. Hope you are too. If you want to learn more about us, you can go on our social media. X, we're at Wicked Wild We Are. On Slasher, the horror only community, at Wicked Wild We Are there as well. On Instagram, we're at Wicked Wild Pod. And if you would, it's spooky season. It's sort of our season. Please review the podcast on whatever podcast platform you listen to. And if you have comments or something you want to add to your experience in the comments of the review, we would love to have that as well. If you have feedback or, want to start a conversation with us, you can always send me an email at podcast@thewickedwild.com. I think that's everything.
I dig it. You heard it, people. Leave us a nice review.
Yeah. That's the treat we're asking for.
No matter if you watch us on YouTube or if you listen to it with your podcast, throw a little comment on there. Show your support for Jamie. This is Jamie's episode. But hey, everybody, thanks for listening. You're one step closer to seeing this movie on the big screen. This quadrilogy.
Wait, they're all in their own universe, no?
Yeah, these are.
Oh, we're not doing that.
No, but you know how there is the Wannaverse. This is definitely the Wicked Wild verse or whatever, because
the Wickiverse.
The Wickiverse.
The Wannaverse doesn't.
That sounds like John Wick.
Each other.
The Wicked verse.
Well, we'll work on it.
We'll figure it out. But you're one step closer. We are just 2 episodes away from completing these 4 movies.
Guys, it takes people like who knows how long to write one movie, and we are doing 4 at the same time. We're just geniuses. If you think about it,
that's how we
literally done it in a little over like 2 hours.
Literally, I mean, we have spec'd 4 movies.
Yeah,
in 2 hours.
4 amazing killers,
and might I say, we've spec'd 4 bangers.
Yeah,
the 4 movies we have talked about and made up out of our ass are 4 movies I would have watched over anything that's come out in 2024.
Or anything that looks like it's coming out within the next 6 months. If you don't believe us, well, okay, fair enough. Terrifier, okay, fair enough. But I will say this.
That hasn't come out yet, though.
If anybody questions me, this is what I want you to do. Or question us, I should say. If you think these movies don't sound good, do me a favor this weekend. I want you to go home, make some popcorn, grab your favorite beverage of choice. First, you're gonna put on long legs.
Oh God!
And then when you think you haven't had enough, watch the new Salem's Lot. And then when you think, surely to God, there can't be nothing left, watch Antlers. And then tell me you're not going to come to us, beg us, and give us your money to make these movies. You're welcome. I'm just going to pre-say it now. You're welcome. All right, everybody. Till next time. Bye.